To whom much is given, much more is required. And men have been given so many people that follow them. Now they're responsible for misleading them. People want followers on your TikToks and your YouTubes and your... Yeah, your mouth is going to get you in trouble. And I want these people off my planet. The foul mouths, those spirits that shoot out curse words, like, ugh, so disgusting. I watched this couple. I don't even like to say their names. This little girl having babies and drunken, and it's just so bad. These kids are gonna die in their sins. And their mama too. Their mama is gonna find out about it, then she's gonna die. But it's terrible. They think it's funny. This young lady just cursing and cursing and cursing. I don't even feel bad anymore. Like, I just feel like, get off my planet already, Dad. Just take them out. Take away their ability to make a video. Take away their ability. But then again, it's like, no. Let everybody see their demise. Let it be filmed. Expose everybody. And see how they perish. Everybody who looked up to them. These new rappers, 23, 27, having babies, twerking, and doing all these gigs in the clubs and stuff. Let them see their downfall. I have enemies all over the world. And now I don't care. I only care about those who know the truth, and now they see that my dad is not playing. Them cards are being cut off. Cut off. Medicines are not going to be available. Food stamps are not going to be available. Like, and there's nothing that a man can do about this. A man can't do this. There's nothing, my dad said. Let them know that there is nothing that a man can do. You won't be able to call up somebody and say, can you put this back for me? Can you? There is nothing. Dad is not letting giving help to wicked people, especially those who wanted to kill, steal, and destroy me. There is not going to be anyone who has mercy for you. You'll be looking for mercy. You'll be praying for mercy, and there will be no mercy. Because you refused to give mercy when I was crying out for mercy. Let's see. We laughed and mocked. God will not be mocked. So now it makes sense, right? Now it makes sense. How do we mock God? How can you mock a spirit? But you can mock a person. And that you did. Keke Palmer and all you guys. So funny. You women celebrities, you sit low now. You're sitting real low. If not now, soon. You women singers. Right? Oh boy, oh boy. Wow, this is funny. It's not funny, really. Nehemiah chapter 13. Separation from foreigners. When the law of Moses was being read aloud to the people, they came to the passage that said that no Ammonite, I would guess that would be Spanish, or Moabite was ever the Italian Americans, was ever to be permitted to join God's people. This was because the people of Ammon and Moab did not give food or water to the Israelites on their way out of Egypt. Instead, they paid money to Balaam to curse Israel, but our God turned the curse into a blessing. When the people of Israel heard this law read, they excluded all foreigners from the community. And I guess it would be Italian Americans and Spanish Americans from the Holy Land. Now, those from their land that brings to be in my Holy Land, that's a different story. But those from America, I guess, born and raised here. I don't know. I have to see about that. What I want to. Okay. Okay, so what do I want to say about Lamentations? Wow. A lonely ruin now. Zion recalls her ancient splendor when she fell to the enemy. There was no one to help her. Her conquerors laughed at her downfall. Her honor is gone. She is naked and held in contempt. She groans and hides her face in shame. Jerusalem made herself filthy with terrible sin. And this is the people of the land. Their uncleanness was easily seen, but they showed no concern for her fate. Her downfall was terrible, and no one comforted her. Her enemies have won, and she cries to her God for mercy. The enemies robbed her of all her treasures. She saw them enter the temple itself, where the Lord had forbid Gentiles to go. Yeah, that's kind of like rape, I think. Gentiles, meaning, yeah, yeah. Wow, I'm going to read that. Lamentations. My people should read that. The sorrows of Jerusalem. And it could be our land, and it could be me too, because because of Adam's adultery, led me to become a prey for the Gentiles. I had to marry a Gentile. I had to marry Benjamin and become a sinner. And brought up under their rule and reign, which is sports, harsh, hard. That's why Rachel said, son of my sorrow. And Jacob said, they're like wolves. But either way, they lose and I win. So I think I'm done. And I know I sit on this video doing a lot of just sitting there thinking, like, wow, it's so much stuff. I have to start reading. I love this book because it makes a lot of sense. And this when you know that certain things are supposed to be there, because I pride myself on understanding the behind any words, like the King James Version, the ESV, and the Good News Translation. But I really understand clearer this, because the spiritual words behind it helps me understand certain things. But my dad always says, Ayana, just keep it simple. Just keep it simple. The land It's her. It's she. It's yours. Okay? The people, the 7 continents, your 7 babies that you're gonna have. Royalty. The love songs are yours. I don't care what human thinks, what human being thinks, that they wrote it because they had this person and this person in mind. I'm the one that gave them the reason and understanding that all love songs are written about you. Every single one. And believe that when I tell you. And that's so hard, like me believing, because I've been in this body under slavery. I've been in slavery for 52 years of my life. It's almost over, This September, I'll be 53. So I still have to endure. But in the meantime, continue to read and listen for my father's advice. And I'm hoping now, between now and my birthday, I'll meet up with some people that I could possibly save, that I saved by them listening to me. And pray that I get a place that I can be comfortable in, that my children can visit and chillax, and that this man repents and turns from his evil and be genuine with his children and love them and respect them as children, not be forceful with them. Like I hear him talking to Justice a little better, but are you going to be that way when I'm gone? So I'm praying to my Father that he turns him from his wicked ways and delivers him from whatever sexual, he's got to want to do that. He's got to want that. Now, I want it for him, but he ain't going to get it unless he wants it for himself, But for him to come to terms that it's a done deal, it's over. Like, yeah, the love is gone. Like that song says on that album, it says something like, the love is gone or something. Anybody had a love that's gone? Yeah, that's his song. Oh, anyway, let me get out of here because it's dark. My gum is getting stuck. But yeah, so it's so much stuff. But I'll just keep coming and preaching, like in Ecclesiastes say, the preacher kept preaching, although, hold on, let me find it. Okay, my dad wants me to read this. Ecclesiastes chapter 12. So remember your Creator while you are still young, before those dismal days and years come when you will say, I don't enjoy life. This is when the light of the sun, the moon, and the stars will grow dim for you, and the rain clouds will never pass away. I am your Creator. Remember me, the one here. Fear my dad, spirit, but remember me. Okay? There's no sunshine when I'm gone. That is when the light of the sun, and the moon and the stars will grow dim for you, and the rain clouds will never pass away. Then your arms that have protected you will tremble, and your legs, now strong, will grow weak. Your teeth will be too few to chew your food, and your eyes too dim to see clearly. Now, this is what happens to people. Even though the sun is out, it's still going to be dark for them. Even though they're young, they're still going to feel feeble and weak because they decided, listen, my dad said, those who keep their mind stayed on the Lord, I will keep them in perfect peace. If you keep your mind, see, my dad said, keep me. My dad says to me, Ayana, keep me in your mind and I'll keep you in perfect peace. And he's the one who gets my spirit stirred up and, and I'm walking in another dimension. Okay. But as for the human beings on this earth, if you keep your mind stayed on me and the words and the goodness and the feelings of love that I bring, I will keep you in perfect peace. My love will keep you in perfect peace. Then your arms that have protected you will tremble, and your legs now strong will grow weak. Your teeth will be too few to chew, and your food, and your eyes too dim to see clearly. And that's what's going to happen to most of the people in the famine and sick. Their teeth are going to fall out. Everything's just going to be weak. So you in the gym working out, get the best muscles. Everything is. Listen. Your ears will be deaf to the noise of the street. You will barely be able to hear the mill as it grinds or music as it plays. But even the song of a bird will wake you from sleep. You will be afraid of high places, and walking will be dangerous. Your hair will turn white. You will hardly be able to drag yourself along, and all desire will be gone. Like desire for, like sexual desire for anything, desire to do this and that. This is what he's saying. So remember your Creator. Remember your Lord. While you're still young. 50 is still young. 60 is still young, baby, to my Father. Okay, because this is what's happening. He's just saying this is what's going to happen before you die. Okay, if you forget your God, if you forget your Lord. Okay, this is Richie's fate. You will be afraid of high places, and walking will be dangerous. Your hair will turn white. You will hardly be able to drag yourself along, and all desire will be gone. We are going to our final, you will say, I am going to my final resting place. And then there will be mourning in the streets. The silver chains will snap, and the golden lamp will fall and break. The rope at the well will break, and the water jar will be shattered. Your bodies will return to the dust of the earth, and the breath of life will go back to God who gave it to you. Unless, I'm sorry, gave it to you. Useless, said the philosopher. It is all useless. The summing up. But because the preacher was wise, she kept on teaching the people what she knew. She studied Proverbs and honestly tested their truth. The preacher tried to find comforting words, but the words she wrote were honest. The preacher tried to find comforting words, but the words she wrote were honest. Like sometimes, yes, you try to find comforting words, but I'm just preaching doom and gloom, and just sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna preach something that's so encouraging, but that's like, yeah, but the words that you're speaking are just honest and truth. So speak that. And I'm like, okay. The sayings of the wise are like a sharp stick that shepherds use to guide the sheep, and collected proverbs are as lasting as firmly driven nails. They have been given by God, the one shepherd of us all. I am the shepherd. My words come from the Spirit in the air. Okay? The Spirit from above. And my words have been given to me by my Father. I am the shepherd of every human being on the earth. Okay? My child, there is something else to watch out for. There is no end to writing books. People want to write, I'm going to write a book. Man, when I wrote that book, I was like, when I read this, I was like, okay, good, Dad. I don't have to write another book and another book, another book. Okay, this is the only book that I wrote that I love so much. There is no end to writing books, and too much study will wear you out. After all this, there is only one thing to say. Have fear of God, and obey his commandments, his commands, his laws, because this is all that you were created for. You weren't created to do signs and wonders. I tell you guys that. You weren't created to do all the powerful works that Satan told you that you were supposed to do. Healing and this and that and this and that. He said, listen. After all this, there is only one thing to say. Have fear of God and obey his laws, because this is all that you were created for. God is going to judge everything you do, whether good or bad, even things done in secret. Amen. That's it. Accept your lot in life. Stop trying to be greater than me. You're never gonna be. I was created, born to be great, to be the great one in this earth. Swallow that down. Eat it. Swallow it down and let it nourish your bones. Like, yeah, she's the one. Please have mercy on us. That's it. You don't want to accept that, then you can't be on this planet. And if you're going to be on this planet, you're going to suffer on this planet until you decide. My dad has mercy on you, and you call out to him in my name. Beautiful one. Ayana. You call me Ayana. You call me Love. But I do believe that Love is my name. Ayana Love. I took the name of my father. He's a lover, but he's love. Because he loves me. He loves me. I love him. He's really the only one that brings tears to my eyes when I read my love letter from him to me. Like, that's the only book that can make me cry. And talking about him makes me cry. But anyway, I love you guys with all my heart, with every fiber of my being, and I bless you all who love me and adore me and worship me in your spirit and in truth, knowing the truth. Don't let lies of man deter you from coming towards me and loving me and blessing me, because it will save your lives. It will save your lives. But you won't see my face again until you say, blessed is she that comes in the name of her God. I love you. Mwah. Mwah. Good night.